Now Elmer Jones arose at dawn and put his hunting breeches on and gazed up at the shotgun on the wall. He made his mind up then and there to bag himself a mess of bear. At hunting, he had plenty on the ball. He milked the cows and fed the hogs. He kissed his wife and called the dogs. He grabbed his gun and lit out on his quest. He crossed the creek and hit the trees, threw back his head and sniffed the breeze, let out a yell and pounded on his chest. Here comes Elmer. Elmer's got his gun. Here comes Elmer. Run, bear, run. He hunted all the morning through, but not a bear came into view, and Elmer's mind was on the kitchen range. He was sick as he could be of lamb and chicken fricassee. He craved a mess of bear meat for a change. Now Elmer's mind was in a fog. He set himself down on a log to get his faculties back into the groove. He heard a noise, and standing there behind him was a grizzly bear, and he knew he had to make his move. He grabbed his gun and whirled around. That great big bear just stood his ground. He said, "It's either me or thou." The gun refused to go, and so Elmer knew someone had to go. He said, "So long, I'm leaving as of now." Now Elmer's shoulders sprouted wings, his feet developed inner springs. To linger longer, he was disinclined. He ran so fast through muck and mire, his ankles set his socks afire, but still that bear was coming up behind. A deer with antlers 8 feet wide got in the way of Elmer's stride as both of them were headed for the brush. He said, "Now listen, son, if that's the fastest you can run, move over, 'cause I'm really in a rush." That bear was gaining inch by inch and suddenly reached out for the clinch when Elmer saw the fence around his place. He leaped the fence and landed hard, jumped 60 feet across the yard, and slammed the door in Bruin's face. Now Elmer was seeking for a place to hide. That bear was trying to get inside, and Mrs. Jones was pulling at her hair. She said, "This fuss has got to stop. Why don't you let the matter drop?" He said, "Why don't you go tell that to the bear?" She said, "Now listen, goon, what makes you think you're Daniel Boone, whose appetite on bear meat used to thrive?" He said, "Honey, I'm sure that you're aware that Daniel always killed his bear, but baby, I brought this one home alive."